Hello student. Today I am going to explain you the last topic of your chapter, that is the Russian Bolshevik Revolution. The Russian Revolution that took place in the year 1917 is considered as an important event in the world history. You can underline this sentence. Now, Russia was ruled by Tsar who were very cruel and merciless. The Russian Tsar used to inherit their positions. All of them were dictators and enjoyed uncontrolled rule over people. People did not have any rights during their period. If a person demanded any rights, he was tortured, suppressed, and severely punished by sending him to the bone chilling and dead cold region of Siberia. The uncontrolled and oppressive nature of Tsar became the main reason for grief, poverty, and suffering of Russians. The Russian farmers, laborers, and peasants were paid peanuts despite working very hard. They became very poor and their health and living conditions deteriorated. Now, to demand for their rights, people decided to peacefully take out a large rally against the Tsar under the leadership of Father Gapon. The rally reached Winter Palace, which was Tsar's residence, on 22nd January 1905. The day was Sunday. You can underline this sentence. These people were unarmed. Some of them even had Tsar's picture in hand with caption like "Long live the little white lord of Russia" on it. In spite of these facts, the Tsar's army opened fire on these innocent people. Thousands of innocent people died, and the snow in Petersburg, where the Tsar's palace was situated, turned red with blood. Historians called this day as Bloody Sunday. You can underline this sentence. It can come in exam for 1 mark. Moreover, around this time, giant Russia got defeated against tiny Japan in Russian-Japanese War of 1904 to 5. This defeat convinced the people that if Russian Tsars could defeat a small nation like Japan, then how it would protect them against other big nations. Now, in order to pacify the angry Russians, the Tsars announced a Duma Legislative Assembly. This assembly was not held for years. Its aim was to think and find out possible solutions to the problems of the Russians. 4 such Dumas were called, but before something could be worked out, people had lost all hopes in the Tsars. Now, on 8th March 1917, the oppressed workers of Petrograd called for a strike. The Tsar sent his troops to settle the strike. He asked to shoot people, but the army refused. This event finally led to the start of Bolshevik Revolution. Now, Socialistic Bolshevik Revolution. The Russian toppled the kingdom of the Tsar. The power fell into the hands of Kerensky, who was the leader of Menshevik, the minority group. The entire Russia was happy with the fall of Tsar except Lenin. Lenin believed that laborers should get their right and importance as propagated by Karl Marx, whereas the Menshevik group believed giving importance to the middle class. As a result, Lenin provoked the Bolshevik against Menshevik and declared another revolution in November 1917. This revolution was the final revolution and Lenin got the reins in his hands. This revolution came to be known as the Socialistic Bolshevik Revolution. Thus, the 300 years old Tsardom came to an end, and for the first time, and Russia was without a Tsar. Now, efforts for world peace. How was League of Nations formed? At the end of the First World War, the world firmly believed there was a need to establish peace in the world. The world leader thought of establishing an international organization that would help to maintain peace in the world and solve international disputes. The organization was named as the League of Nations. American President Woodrow Wilson contributed substantially in establishing the League of Nations. During Paris peace process, he suggested 14 points to be incorporated in the League of Nations. Finally, League of Nations was formed on 10th January 1920. Now, aims of the League of Nations. Student, you can note down this. It can come as a short note in the exam. At the end of the First World War, the world firmly believed there was a need to establish peace in the world. The world leader thought of establishing an international organization that would help to maintain peace in the world and solve international disputes. The organization was named as the League of Nations. Now its aim to maintain international peace and security. Second, every nation should respect the unity and integrity of other nations. Third, to give up the policy of war. Fourth, to develop international relations. Fifth, to solve international disputes peacefully through negotiations or mediation. Sixth, if any nation ignores the League of Nations or its mediations, it would be declared as a rebel nation. Now, the League of Nations, established for world peace, did not manage to keep a control over the impartialist policies of the superpowers, and in 1939 the Second World War began. Now with this we complete our chapter number 2. Now student, you have to complete the textual exercise in your CW as well as the workbook also. Okay, thank you.